Hello there. It's good to have you join us on today's episode of Hospitality Today. It's a dynamic industry, the hospitality industry. It's ever evolving, and that's why for today's episode, we'll be looking at security in hospitality. I am Kemi Adeni. Today on the program, I have a guest who is going to be speaking with us. We're going to be having conversations around security as it affects the hospitality business. I have today with me Mr. Jeffrey Anogwolu. He's the Chief Security Officer of the Javu Hotel and Suites, Alagbaka, Akure. Mr. Jeffrey, good to have you on the program.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And so today we're going to be looking at the world of security as it affects the hospitality industry. I'd like you to give us, based on your experience, how can we strike the right balance between the guest and the management of every hotel, and taking cue from your experience on duty as the Chief Security Officer at Javu? How do we strike a balance between security and not exacting too much pressure or over-restricted security measures on our guests?
Thank you very much. Now, as the name implies, hospitality.
Yes.
Without security, there is no hospitality. Because in the actual sense, nobody would like to go to a place that is not secured, to have fun, to relax and whatever. So that is why in hospitality industry, security is paramount. You must provide adequate security within and around the premises where people come to relax and have fun.
All right. Now, in every business, I know there are challenges. There are reasons why people feel, oh, if not for this reason or that reason, I would have been a guest at that hotel. But for some challenges, for some reasons, I would not be patronizing them. Can you speak on some challenges that guests are liable to go through, or what challenges have you had since you became this Chief Security Officer of Javu?
Since I became the Chief Security Officer of the Javu Hotel and Suites, the only challenge I feel I have is lack of manpower. If there are adequate manpower, you can be able to secure the whole environment without a hitch.
All right.
That's only area. That is one.
Okay.
Then, as regards guests, sometimes they come, they will be annoyed, they approach us with annoyance. But as officers, we have to at least attend to them with courtesy.
All right.
We don't have to grow annoyed at every word they say to us.
Okay. All right. Now, there are situations where guests are aggrieved, or maybe they're upset about situations. In situations where there are disputes or threats, security threats, how effectively have you trained your staff to respond to such situations?
Yes, I give them regular trainings. In a situation like that, they will come to me and lodge their complaints.
Yes.
Yeah, I have my office where I welcome everybody, talk to them, hear from them, possibly resolve the issue.
All right. All right. Now you have a host community. All right. Now, how do you ensure there is a collaboration that is rather positive with your host community? What I mean by that is the law enforcement agents, the neighboring groups that are security groups, and all of that. How do you ensure that there is a fusion so you can effectively carry out your duties?
Yes. We are in synergy. We are in synergy with all security operatives within and around Alagbaka area.
All right.
The DPO division is our good person, the area commander, the civil defense officers.
Yeah.
In fact, in case of emergencies, I have their emergency contact numbers.
Yes.
If there are any issue that arise, I call them immediately and come in and resolve the issue.
Okay. There are instances where officers pass the ball. You know, something happens and someone says, oh, it's not my duty to handle that. It is not in my purview to say this or to say that. It's not my duty to do this or do that. Now, between management, the staff, and the guest, who should respond faster? Who should be more security conscious?
The security men should be more security conscious than any other person waiting where you are securing.
Yes.
If anything comes up,
yes.
We have channel of presenting issues.
Okay.
Like the general manager is there.
Yeah.
If a matter comes up and I cannot be able to handle it, I channel it to the general manager, who will now look into the matter and resolve it amicably.
Promptly.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I would like to go back to a statement you made earlier about human resources as being a challenge. How is that so? Don't you have men who are ready to work with you? Or what exactly is the challenge about human resources?
Yeah, that was initially when we started the place, but now I think we are okay because we employed the services of external security company like the sheriff. They are now on ground monitoring the area. Okay. And we equally have the police officers who are the armed guard men that secures the hotel on 24-hour basis, including the civil defense officers, the Matiko people. Sometimes we call them, they come on patrol, they assist us in doing one or two things.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is often said that security is everybody's business. If truly security is everyone's business, how true is this?
Yeah, I believe in that.
Should it be everybody's business?
It's everybody's
or
business.
Your business as the chief security officer?
It's everybody's business in the sense that if you see something that is coming up, if you don't raise alarm,
yes,
nobody will hear. If you see something, you say something. That has been the slogan, even when I was in the force.
Okay.
If you see something, you say something.
All right.
So it's everybody's business. Yeah, most times, if I'm holding meeting with my people, I used to tell them that security is everybody's business. In your different departments, you are all security officers. If you see something, alert us. Then if it is a matter I can handle, I handle it within my level. If I cannot be able to handle it, I channel it up to another table.
Okay. Now, when we pay visit to some of these hospitality centers, take for instance your hotel, we always know as guests, most often, you will see indicators that there are security alert around, you know. You see indicators that the place is secured. Do you have such in Deja Vu Hotel, where by the time you get into the premises, people would know that, oh, of a truth, there is security covered here?
Yeah, exactly. We have it. We have it. You have CCTV all over.
Okay.
Before you get to the hotel, you're already captured. And I have my men, I call them detectives. Okay. They are staff of Deja Vu Hotel. Right. I train them as detectives. Right. So their main duty is to monitor the cameras and things that goes around the premises and report situation immediately.
And what situations have you found out in the course of your duty that is a bit alarming, if you do not mind to speak about that?
No situation. We thank God since we started. There have not been any issue, any cause for alarm.
So that is to say that Accra is relatively safe and Deja Vu Hotel is relatively
Our
safe?
Our place is safe. It's relatively safe.
Now, if I ask you as an officer, what improvements would you prefer to those in the hospitality business as regards security? What other measures would you like to be put in place?
Yeah, they should employ trained people that are trained to be in that area should be able to handle the situations in the hotel business, not untrained people. You see, you don't have to go to garage and carry people who say, come and do security.
Well, as it is often said that Rome wasn't built in a day, you can train them. People who are not knowledgeable in security services, can't they be trained?
Exactly, they can be trained, and that has been one of the challenges. When we started, I started training.
Okay.
I was training them. Up till now, I still give them trainings on regular basis.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe I mean, I should put it this way. The remuneration, is it commensurate to your efforts? Does he align with the level of efforts that you put into your work?
We are not complaining. I'm not complaining.
And
yes,
so that means your staff are usually retained.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
They are giving what is supposed to be given to them.
Now, is there a gender preference in your line of duty? Do you prefer to have men at work or the female? And I know for a fact that they are all men, regardless of the gender. Now, do you have such issues?
We have mixed both men and women. You know, in the hospitality industry, majority of people that come there are women.
Right.
So automatically, in security setup, you must have women among them.
Yes.
So that if a woman commits an offense, it's always good for a woman to handle such a person, not a man handling a woman.
Okay.
So I have a mix-up. I have men and women in my security setup.
Now, this is the advent of technology. Technology is improving on a daily. How does it affect your line of duty?
And
how does it affect your profession?
We are in order. That is why I said we have CCTV everywhere within the premises.
Okay.
So we have it, and it is being monitored on 24-hour basis.
But considering power supply, there's a bit epileptic in Nigeria, as we all know. How do the cameras still function when there is outage?
In our hotel, we thank God, there is nothing like power failure.
You run 24 hours power supply.
Power supply.
Beautiful. That's good to know.
24-hour power supply. No NEPA goes, generator takes off. We don't have power failure at all.
Okay, so it means that for everyone who is a guest in your hotel, they should be assured that there is security surveillance ongoing non-stop. I'd like you to pause there as we go on a break. When we return, we'll continue conversations as regards security in hospitality. Don't go away. You're welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Hospitality Today, and I have a guest with me, Mr. Jeffrey Anogwolo. He's the Chief Security Officer of Dijavu Hotel and Suites, Alagbaka, here in Akure, Ondo State. Mr. Jeffrey, before the break, we were discussing about security surveillance. You mentioned that you have 24-hour power supply, which means that your security surveillance gadgets are never shut down. Yes. Now, I'll put this to you. I'm aware that some hotels do not have camera surveillance in their rooms, within the rooms. So whatever happens in the rooms, I mean, either for good or otherwise, are not captured. What do you have to say to that?
Yes. You see, the rooms is a private place. You don't always, in the hospitality industry, you don't install camera in the rooms.
Okay.
We don't install camera. You see, along the passages, there are cameras.
All right.
So people that enter, they are known.
Okay.
You will see them through the camera.
All right.
That enter the room. inside the room, no camera. We don't install cameras inside the rooms.
Is there a rule that says we should not have cameras in the rooms?
It is wrong to have cameras in the rooms.
What if, going by the rate of insecurity in Nigeria as we speak, a lot of incidents have happened where people lodge in a hotel and things happen that are untoward in the room. How do you capture such moments? How do you defend such activities?
You see, there is proper documentation of our guests.
Okay.
If they come, there is proper identification. You must be identified properly with your name, ID card, and whatever, your address,
okay,
and phone numbers, phone contacts.
All right.
So if you now stay in a room, you already know.
Yes.
If you now have somebody that visits you, the camera will monitor everybody that enters the room and come out.
All right.
So if there is anything, you will be able to use the camera to pick those people.
But what I'm saying is, if there is a foul play that happens within the room, how do you provide evidence or you have clarity on what has transpired in the room? That's what I'm asking.
That will be a bit difficult because no camera, we don't install cameras in the rooms.
So it's going to be the words of the victim as against us.
We call it oath to oath.
Okay.
Oath to oath. That is, you say what you see.
All right.
The other person says what he see.
All right.
From there, police will now carry out their investigations and find out the truth.
Okay. So for the cameras, you say they're installed and all of that. What other security measures are being put in place in your hotel aside the camera? What other security measures?
Aside the camera? No.
Yes.
No.
Nothing else?
Nothing else.
Okay, but at the time of arrival, they do the proper checks. They check the cars.
Yes.
What about guests in your hotels that are not lodging? Because I'm aware that in your hotel there are customers, guests who come in who are not patronizing the room, but they're there for some other services that you render.
Exactly.
You have an event hall, I'm sure.
We have.
Yes, so what security measures have been put in place for such services?
At the gate, before they enter, we have metal detectors.
Okay.
My security men use that too. We have go to car, metal detector.
To scan the cars.
Scan the car. Then individuals, we have hand metal detectors, use it to check them round before they enter into the hotel premises.
Okay. We've had incidents where there are events at some places, some location, and at the end of the day, we discover that there was security collapse, which eventually would probably lead to a stampede or fights and all of that. How do you handle such situations?
We thank God we have not had that type of experience here in Akure. Thank God for that. I don't think that has ever happened.
Okay, so it means there were proper checks when guests are coming in.
Yes.
Oh, all right, that's good to know. Now, I want to take you on a personal note. Your experience on your job, how has it been? If you weren't doing this job, what else would you have been doing?
I have passion for the job. I am a retired senior police officer. So security has been my business right from the beginning. Wow. And that's why I have passion for being a chief security officer of the hotel. All right.
So it means that if you're wearing, there's nothing else you would have been
nothing
doing.
Nothing else.
Not even a pastor.
It has been my line. Security has been my line right from beginning.
And that's what you're going to do till you retire?
Yeah, till I retire.
Okay.
If I live here now, I retire back to my village.
Okay. Now I want to ask you, as a form of advice to those who intend to go into your line of business, who intend to do this job you're doing, what was your take on it? What do you advise the younger generation to do if they want to be in pursuit of this?
Yes, they should have passion for the job. If you don't have passion for the job, you won't put in your best. You won't put in your best. You'll be collaborating with criminals. So, but if you have passion for the job we are doing, the sky is the limit.
I know for a fact that there is usually turnover in management, of such businesses. For instance, you have a team of men you work with as the chief security officers. Now, how do you handle situations where there is recurrent turnover. What I mean by that is when a staff does not report for duty and you have to look for another person, or someone phones in sick, or someone decides to actually stay away from work or abscond. How do you handle such turnover?
I use my discretion in handling my staffs. I use my discretion. Sometimes some of them will fall sick. You see, sickness is inevitable.
Absolutely.
Anybody can fall sick at any time.
Absolutely.
So if somebody falls sick, there must be proper documentation. You must contact the office that you are sick.
Okay.
Then we'll find out that you are truly sick.
Okay.
And I will replace you with another person.
But I'm aware that for your line of duty, you can't, for instance, if you work with 4 men on a daily and 2 of them are off work, you have, that means you have a shortfall of 2 member of staff. Now, you can't invite a chef from the Javu kitchen, for instance, to stand in for either of those who are not available. In such situations, what do you do? Since it's a professional job, and you just can't pick anyone to stand in, what do you do?
If actually I gave that permission, I will manage the situation by myself, not inviting another person to come and manage the place for me.
I'm saying, what if there is no permission? For instance, you get to work on a Monday morning, 4 of your men weren't on duty, and you have just 1 day.
I will sanction them.
And so, how are they going to, how is that 1 person or the 2 people on duty, how are they going to make up for the laxity?
No, I will bring in the other people that have closed. I will bring them, that is emergency, we call it emergency duty. I'll bring them into, so that there won't be loophole. They will take charge until the following day or so. I'll now do a sort of reshufflement.
We've had instances where guests would report that the security man on duty tampered with their belongings. How do you handle such delicate situations where your men are found culpable of some of this crime?
I have not had such experience.
Also, if
there is, I will be bitter with that officer, because I am not a thief, and I don't like thieves among them.
But being bitter does not right the wrong. Being bitter, your reaction is a bit emotional if you say you will just be bitter. Now, what steps do you take? How do you handle such situations?
I will sanction him. I will report his matter to the police.
All right.
Police will take him up from there. If he's guilty, they will charge him.
All right.
Yeah, I don't compromise.
Okay, and I know there will be proper scrutiny before you even employ them.
They have guarantors, all of them that are working with me. They have guarantors. Okay. I investigated their guarantors before
you employ them.
Yeah, before we get the letter of appointment.
All right.
So if anybody does anything that is funny,
yes,
the guarantor is there. Call him to order.
Okay. Now, the hospitality industry is such that you have diverse guests and people coming in and out. How do you know specifically, or how do you smell a rat? How do you know that there is something wrong about a particular individual?
That is where power of observation comes in.
Okay.
You see, when I was in service, I was a detective. You see, if people are coming in, you look at them. If you see somebody that has something hiding, you will be able to know as a detective.
You'll be able to smell it out.
Smell it.
Really?
Yes.
And your men are trained in that form?
I told them to be always observant, monitor people that are coming in.
And going out.
At least the mood of people.
Yes.
Tells you more about them.
All right.
The conduct of human being, if they are coming, tells you more about them.
It's so good to have you on this program because you absolutely speak as a professional. And so, Mr. Jeffrey, it's so good to have you here. Thank you very much. And we believe that when we need your attention at another time, you would oblige us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll wrap it up today on hospitality today by saying your wellness is your priority. This podium is for recreation. Stay tuned till we come your way next week. It's bye for now.